2026 starts for me at a frozen lake. I'm gonna be careful. Can I trust the ice cover? Trust me, this one surface you don't want to slice. Which brings me to this. Why can't we just simply create slices from guides in After Effects? Photoshop has had slices from guides for years. After Effects still doesn't. When I once created an animation for a client that had to be split across multiple screens, I really wished I could just slice it directly in After Effects using guides. Hey, I'm Michael, and in this tutorial I'm gonna show you one native workaround to slice your layers from guides in After Effects, and another method that lets you slice your entire composition with a single click. Let's start with the workaround and assume this is the animation you want to slice. The first thing we need to do is pre-compose everything into a master comp. That way, you can still edit your animation comfortably even after slicing the composition. Enable the rulers, then drag out guides from them to define your cuts. If you need precision, right-click a guide and enter an exact value. Since this is a vertical guide, we'll set the X position to 1280 pixels, 1/3 of 3840 pixels, which is the comp's width. Next, set the other guide to 2560 pixels, which is 2/3 of the comp's width. Why these numbers? Because we're going to slice this 4K comp into 3 equal parts. Now add guides to the borders, value 0 for the top and left guides, the comp height for the bottom guide, and the comp width for the right guide. Then open View in the menu and make sure that Snap to Guides is enabled. With the guides in place, duplicate the pre-comp twice and mask each of them precisely along the guides. And here we go! 3 slices. That's good enough to animate them separately. But if you need to prepare the animation for multiple screens, you'll also need 3 separate files, meaning 3 compositions that can be rendered individually. That's why I prefer a different approach. Let's undo everything and add a new solid, then duplicate it twice. Mask each solid along the guide so we end up with 3 pieces that cover the intended slices. Now duplicate the main comp 3 times and name them Slice 1, Slice 2, and Slice 3. Open Slice 1, disable the 2 top solids, and set the blending mode of the remaining solid to Stencil Alpha. Right-click the solid and choose Crop Comp to selected layer bounds, which trims the comp to what's actually visible. I covered this feature in my previous tutorial. And without it, this step would take much longer. Move on to the next slice comp, disable the top and bottom solids, set the remaining one to Stencil Alpha, and crop it to the layer bounds as well. Do the same for Slice 3, this time using the top solid. Now we have 3 chunks that we can send straight to the render queue. But wouldn't it be nice to reassemble these pieces to check if everything is still seamless? Back in the main comp, select all masked solids, right-click, go to Transform, and choose Center Anchor Point in Layer Content. This gives us clean, separate position values. Now, replace the solids with the slice pre-comps by dragging them onto the solid layers while holding Alt or Option. Delete all masks. That still looks wrong. But once we reset the slice's anchor points, everything snaps into the correct position. Looks seamless to me. And besides having 3 separate comps to render, you can still animate them as individual elements. You know what? I made a script that does all of this in one click and would fit right into your daily workflow. You select the layers you want to slice and click Slice from Guides. Only those layers get pre-composed. All slice pre-comps are placed in a dedicated folder. If you change your mind and want a different guide setup, you can reslice at any time. You'll always end up with the exact number of slice pre-comps, clean and well organized. And if you don't feel like calculating guide positions for a regular grid, just set the number of columns and rows and click Slice Regular Grid. That gives you evenly sized slices automatically. Like me, you can vibe code the script in Claude or ChatGPT, paste the code into a code-friendly editor like BBEdit, and save it as a JSX file. And that's it, guys. Sure, vibe coding takes some time and a bit of back and forth to really optimize the script, but if you don't have that time, you can grab it for a small tip. See you next time.